What you say? Can you what? What's my number? I'm 14. I'm 14. I'm 14. What you mean you don't care? What the fuck? I'm 14. Yeah. Huh? What type of shit is that? I'm straight. Alright, for sure. But I'm straight. Fuck. See, I think I be fucking lying. What the fuck? Bitch. Do I not look my age? Do I not look my fucking age? Oh God.
Let me tell y'all something. As a woman who was formerly a girl, right? And as a former teacher who worked with high school and middle school girls, let me stress to you, these grown men like little kids. Let's get into these comments. It's the comments for me, right? One woman commented and said she flirting and smiling, being fast though. What? Like, huh? Did we watch the same video? Because all I saw, and my glasses are crooked, but all I saw was a little girl saying, I'm 14, and then being like, what the blank? Well, it's too late. My video done got demonetized already. But what flirting? Like, I'm confused. Like, do y'all know what flirting mean? I guess ain't nobody ever liked y'all or nothing. Y'all must ain't never flirted ever in your lives. If y'all think that this little girl was flirting with this grown ass man, and then even if she was, let's pretend that she was, right? Are we going to pretend that the culprit is not still the grown man who said he don't care that she 14? Like, what are we talking about here? And this is so frustrating because as a black girl, you don't have to do anything wrong. The black community is going to swear that you are the culprit and you're being fast no matter what. A grown-ass man can assault a little black girl and she can do nothing wrong, right? And still the black community will be talking about, well, she being fast. And this goes back to that Jezebel stereotype though, because as black girls and black women, it does not matter what we do. No matter what, we are always going to be painted as, tempting somebody. Oh, she had to be flirting back or something. Because how the damn fuck shit? Because like I said, my video already done got demonetized, right? How the damn fuck shit did you just watch this video of this little girl saying, I'm 14? What the fuck? What you mean you don't care that I'm 14? And you come to the conclusion that she was flirting and being fast. Like, how do that even make sense? But this is what I say all the time. A lot of these folks are not rooted in reality. You saw a little black girl being targeted by a grown-ass pervert, and somehow you came to the conclusion that the little black girl was flirting and this, that, and so and so and so. You're not rooted in reality at that point. Another woman commented and said, are those eyelashes? She cussing too much. She is showing maturity with the usage of those curse words. That's why he ain't care. Had she started talking like she had some sense, he would have backed off for real. Bitch, she didn't even cuss initially. All she said was, I'm 14. And he said he don't care. So clearly the curse words are not what made this man think that this little girl was grown, because prior to her even cursing, it was established that she was a goddamn child. And then also, who give a damn if she got eyelashes on? I don't have eyelashes on. Am I a kid? What are we talking about? And I'm sorry, but it be these ditzy ass bitches that be bothering me. As a woman, how can you sit here and say some goofy ass shit like this? And then this is my other thing. She talking about she cursing too much. Child, look, I guess I'm terrible because I thought she wasn't cussing enough. If a grown man come at you, trying to talk to you, trying to target you, you better say, bitch, I will walk you like a motherfucking dog. Like, fuck is you talking about? She wasn't cussing enough, if you ask me. Like, what the hell? Then on top of that, it's the fact that, okay, you trying to say that she looked grown because she got eyelashes on. She has hair bows in her hair and a fucking Squishmallow shirt on. This is clearly a fucking child. Like, what are we talking about? And then let's pretend that she really did look grown. Let's pretend that she, really looked older than she was, right? The minute that she said she was 14 and the man said he don't care about that, well, clearly that showed us that he has no issue with the fact that she is a child. Clearly that shows us, in fact, he probably recognized that she was a child and tried to talk to her based off of that. Like what are we talking about? And it's the fact, oh my God. And I just posted the other day, I just posted the other day. I said, behind every abusive man is a dumb ass bitch who is supporting him. And it is so fucking true. You come across a video like this and it's a bunch of dumb ass bitches in the comments. Oh, well, she was flirting and being fast. Bitch, I ought to slap the shit out of you. And these are the same bitches who be in competition with little ass kids, right? A grown ass man, they could be dating a grown ass man. He be raping their daughter some shit. And these raggedy ass bitches gonna be like, well, she was being fast. She was being fast. Y'all need your asses beat. Like, quite fucking frankly, for real. Then this man came and commented. He said, when you dress like an adult, walk and talk like an adult, people will approach you as an adult. First of all, as stated, she has hair bows in her hair and a Squishmallow shirt on. Now, granted, I'm thinking, would I wear hair bows in my hair at this point? I don't think so, but maybe. Like, if I had like a high ponytail or something, I might put a bow on it. Okay, right? But Squishmallows, like... But to be fair, Avatar: The Last Airbender is one of my favorite shows. So maybe, okay? But again, once this little girl said that she is 14, the blame is on the man. Let's pretend that this man really thought she was grown with the hair bows and the Squishmallows and all of that stuff, right? Once the little girl said, oh, I'm 14, then he should have backed off. It's not about the initial approach, which actually it is, because she clearly a fucking child. But let's pretend that she did not look like a child, because like this person said, well, you dress like an adult, which she's not, right? Walk and talk like an adult. How the fuck is she walking like an adult? That shit get on my way. Hold up, side note, aside. That shit get on my nerves. When I was growing up, y'all used to say little girls was fast based off how they walk. You switch it when you walk. That's how women walk. We have different hips than men. Men don't walk the same way as women. That is a fact. That's why you notice, like, with men who are trying to present more effeminate, they force their hips to move in the way that women do naturally. That's just how women walk. What the fuck are we talking about? And again, let's pretend that she really did look grown and he approached her based off of that. As soon as she said she was 14, that became the fucking issue, right? And he still sat there and said, oh, well, I don't care. So how the fuck are you acting like the girl is wrong and not the man? Like, what are we talking about? Y'all can sit here and pretend that it's that little girl fault based off the fact that she got a Squishmallow shirt on and some lashes, and y'all claiming she looked grown, right? But I distinctly recall when I was growing up, we still wore school uniforms. Now, school uniforms aren't as big in, at least not the Detroit area. I don't know, like, anymore, right? But when I was growing up, we wore school uniforms. We had to wear dress pants or a skirt, right? They had to be a certain color, right? It had to be like khaki pants, or, you know, it had to be, it couldn't be like, oh, oh, I'm going out sort of skirt. No, y'all know what I'm talking about, right? And then you had to wear collared shirts, right? Button-up shirts. And you be carrying your school backpack and shit. I distinctly remember niggas trying to talk to me when I was in uniform, walking home from school. So can't nobody sit here and say, hey, flower talk, they thought you were grown. Bitch, I was in school fucking uniform. School fucking uniform. Y'all want to know the scary part, though? Ooh, I'm finna clock some teeth. The black community, by and large, is Christian. Oh, heavily Christian, right? And these same folks will sit here and say something like this, defending a grown man being a predator and blaming a little girl, and then turn around and try to act stank towards me because I'm not religious. You going to hell. Bitch, if you're going to heaven, then I don't want to be there. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? In fact, let me give y'all an example of some shit about how the black community do not give a fuck, bro. When I worked in a middle school, this was a middle school, 7th grade, right? There was a little girl one day in class, right? She got up and she just walked out of class, which was alarming because that was not the type of girl to do something like that. Now, you know, some kids is bad and just figure they gonna do what the fuck they want to do, right? But that's not how she was. So when she got up and left class, I immediately realized something must be wrong, right? So I went after her and she was standing in the hallway, like outside the door, like off to the side. Because, you know, like the doors be having the windows that you can look through. So she wasn't standing in the visible part, right? She was standing off to the side so the class couldn't see her, and she was crying, right? And I said, what happened? Like, what's going on, right? And she said that a little boy airdropped her nudes to the entire class, right? I'm like, what the fuck, right? So, of course, I take her down to the dean's office and tell the dean what happened. I know exactly who did it. You know, we just gonna call the little boy, let's call him Joshua, right? I tell the dean, hey, you know, Joshua airdropped a picture of this girl to the whole class. You know, I'm up there teaching. I don't know what the hell's going on. You know, whatever, right? Would you believe this raggedy bitch, the dean? Mind you, the dean was like a big shot Christian, ooh, hallelujah type of, and like this is the reality, right? When you work in black schools, it's a lot of older black people, like 40 and up, right? And they're like super religious. It's basically like going to church, right? So this raggedy ass bitch, the dean, and if she watching this video and she know who I'm talking about, bitch, yeah, it's about you, because you know you a raggedy hoe and you know you fucking wrong, right? You would think, right, that I don't know, I'm not an admin. I would think that you call the little boy's parents, you call the motherfucking cops, because at that point it's distributing child porn, etc., 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 right? Would y'all believe that all this dean did is basically berate this little girl? Why you send him those pictures, so and so and so, yada, yada, yada. Which, don't get me wrong, yes, that's a conversation that needs to be had, right? But, bitch, are we not going to address that the boy just like, what? We just going to completely just ignore that? So, I asked her, I'm like, okay, so what we going to do about it? I don't even think this bitch contacted the parents. She damn sure didn't contact the police and nothing, because like I said, that's distributing child porn. At the very least, the boy should have been expelled from school, because, like, what? Certain stuff is just like, oh, no, right? No, nothing happened. Nothing at all. And then the other little girls in the class come and tell me, yeah, he did this last year, too. He did it to some other girl, right? And I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, what, huh? And, the scary thing is this. That was back a couple years ago. By this point, those kids are probably like halfway through high school or something, right? The scary part is the fact that these people don't stay kids. They grow up. That little boy has been shown that basically he can abuse little girls and nothing's going to happen to him, right? And that basically shows us why the fuck the black community is falling off the bone right now to this motherfucking day. Y'all are raising the worst group of boys in the fucking world, and they grow up to be men like this, targeting little girls, trying to talk to them and shit, right? And then when a little girl posts something like that, the girl gets blamed every time. Even when the man is grown. Like at least if you try to say with the kids, oh, they were both kids, something. Well, this is a grown-ass man in this video targeting a little girl. And the little girl is still getting blamed. Mind you, again, because some of y'all are going to blame the little girl in the story that I share. Y'all going to say, oh, well, she sent the pictures to him. They was both kids, so. Okay, so let's get back to the initial video. That little girl didn't send him shit. She didn't, react to his advances in any capacity, right? Yet she is still being blamed for this man targeting her and not caring that she is a child. At what point do we hold these niggas accountable? And what just boggles my mind? Is the one woman talking about, oh, well, she's cursing. That comes off as grown. Maybe if she, acted better, that would have made him leave her alone. If her saying that she's 14 did not make him leave her alone, then clearly her not cussing was not going to change that, because the nigga like kids. The nigga like kids, right? And I'm going to tell y'all right now something that I always say. Wars are not won by being nice and sweet. No, please leave me alone. Wars are won with violence, bitch. So if a grown man approaches you, trying to mess with you, girl, don't shrink down. Don't be like, oh, no, I'm a child. Please, no. I ain't even gonna say what I suggest you do, because somebody gonna take this video as like an admission of some sort of something. I'ma just say, like I said, wars are won with violence. Do with that what you will.